Yeah, okay, mate. Sorry for late reply on this. I had family gathering this weekend. Um, yeah, HBAR. So George did post a few very good things down here. So I'm sure you read this. It is pretty large in market cap. It doesn't mean it can't grow, but yeah, maybe not the best fundamentally. I just want to break it down here. I want to move out to the yearly chart and see. So you can see you can see clearly here what happened then. The structure itself did fail. Quite often, I did think that this was going to break up, but it failed at the very highs. Obviously, with the turn of the year, with Trump, and then all the tariffs and stuff like that. So it was a bit unfortunate. It did actually look very good, but many coins done the exact same as this. AV, Uni, a lot of those big coins done the same as this, like and Link as well. So it's not an isolated market move. It's not an isolated coin move. The entire market moved and done this as well. So that does give a bit of hope for if the market starts to recover. The problem is that, it is red on the year here, so it needs to somehow, this needs to be a dip in a bullish, in an overall bullish move. Ideally, it doesn't continue to be red. And ideally, it's putting in the bottom somewhere here. Um, where was the low there? Yeah, 12 cent or whatever that was. Um, so, the hope is that coming into the next quarter, let's move on here to this. So the 6 month, as you can see, the 6 month is red, right? But what you want to see from July on, you want to see some sort of recovery, and for this to move back up. This is likely not going to flip green this quarter. There's 2 months left, 2 months and 13 days. It's possible. Obviously it can't rule it out completely, but at the moment it does look like there's a bit of a red 6 month candle happening. And usually when that does happen, there can be bounces and stuff. I'm not saying there can't be bounces, but normally then you would need a new quarter, well, a new quarter also to attempt to flip bullish and move again. I mean, you can see here now the quarterly candle is attempting to actually be bullish and kind of bounce back up. So if this, for example, here, if this quarter kind of finishes, like there's 2 months left in this quarter, if this finishes like up here somewhere, it's not looking that bad anymore. It's not looking overly bad. And then coming into the second half of the year, it could recover and start pushing higher coming off that structure. Um, the structure itself, in theory, it should be bullish. I mean, look at this. Look at this large move in the base. Normally, normally, what I will say is that it's not normally to just have a one move and done. Now, you can see here one move and kind of done as well, but you can see here it didn't. It actually had that second move. So I'm trying to grab that out of the way. Uh, so this had a big move up and then it had the big retrace back, a little bit similar to here, except for that sort of stop on the top. But it had that second move higher to new highs again. So, ideally, there's still the real possibility that this can have that second move higher wherever, wherever it does go to. Um, so it's not dead in the water, but like most coins, it looks like it needs a lot of work. It needs a bit of work. But so far, right, this is a beautiful candle. It's exactly what you want to see, right? That's exactly what you want to see now. So, I don't know if you're in this coin, um, or what, but many coins have done this now. Link, Av, and all those larger coins, and it does look very similar to here, right? If you look at it here, you get the big move up and a couple of big candles, well, one big candle there, and you get this sort of float back, and then you get the small doji candle. We're getting a small doji candle. It's potentially setting this up now for some sort of recovery, right? That's what it's trying to do. So now the low of this candle will need to hold. If the low of their breaks, it's something else is happening, and it's more bearish than we might think. At the moment, though, this is looking okay to try and attempt to go higher again. If I look here at the 4 week chart, well, you can kind of see again, just there, that little sort of doji candle right here, and you can kind of see here what we're doing as well. So the hope is that, well, there's 10 days left in this, so in 10 days time, there might be a little bit of a bounce and a continuation to the upside. We've got to watch that and see. At the moment, it's trying to put in a bit of a bottoming candle. So, it's doing its thing so far. The worry and the concern is the S&P 500. The S&P 500 looks like it needs a bit of work also. It's not out of the woods. And if somehow, if this, has a red, pretend that's a red candle, um, if it has a red candle back down, it continues lower and it's not, the bottom is not in yet, it's going to affect crypto, and crypto could kind of roll over again. So we got to watch this very carefully. I posted in the group the other day that it could drop. It was up here, and to be careful, it could drop, and I suppose 3% drop from there. Now, this is not out of the woods yet. It's consolidating, but it's consolidating in a decent area. Um, what I would like to say about this is that this white moving average here, if price recaptures it, it becomes bullish again, right? To see if it can go higher. But like here, if you look here, see the way it fails and stays underneath and continues to stay and grind and go lower. It doesn't become bullish until you get above this white 100 moving average. Okay, so you can see that there. Now this is now attempting to. No, it's not quite yet, but it's consolidating and this is dropping. So as this consolidates, this will get closer to price. And if it can get back above that white moving average, there's a good chance that this can run. When it's stuck below it like here, it can grind lower. That's the issue. But we're seeing signs that the 3 month candle, wasn't it? That it's attempting to create a bit of a reversal. You can see it actually flip red there right now, so it's kind of chopping about. It's not out of the woods yet, but this is a decent candle. So anyway, mate, yeah, welcome to the group, by the way. And yeah, if you have any more questions, just let me know. Hope you had a great weekend.